Hello, and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your hosts, Inez and Chiquita, keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered.
Hello, lady.
Hey, hey, hey.
See, I'm not singing today.
I know, it's 2020. It's a new year.
It's new year.
You got to try. You got to come in with a new intro. You got to do something different.
What would you, okay, so it's 2020. What would you like my intro to be?
I don't know. You know what? That's a good one. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think we should think of something, a good new intro for 2020.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Or we can get the people, our listeners, to tell us what they would like for me to do.
I know. I would twerk, but that's just not happening. They can't see me twerking on the microphone.
We're trying to make sure we stay on air and not get banned. Because you're a mess.
I know. So I said, so that's out. So we got to think of something.
Because your birthday is coming up, March, messy March. That's what I like to say.
That's all right. You know it. It's the best. It's the best month ever.
You're a mess. Anyway.
Well, good to see you.
too.
Well, Happy New Year.
I was just going to go into that. You go ahead.
Okay, well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
And Happy New Year to all our listeners.
Yes.
It was
back, guys.
Yeah, you know, it was how was your I haven't seen you since Christmas Eve.
Yes, guys, I went to her place for Christmas.
You know, and
you
that
know
was
how she
pulling
is.
Teeth.
Okay. You know.
I was like, yo, I had to like literally threaten her. If you don't get your ass to my house, we're going to have a problem. But all in all, did you enjoy yourself?
I did enjoy myself. I had fun. I met the family, her parents, you guys. Oh, I'm in love. They are so cute. Okay, I love your parents. I love your whole family, but especially your mom and dad.
You know, everybody does. Whenever people meet my parents, they're like,
the food was amazing.
Yeah, anybody meet my parents, they go, I love your parents. Like, your mom, your dad are so cool.
I'll take them and send you somewhere.
Yeah,
I'll bring them.
Yeah, anytime. Oh, your parents are in town. Can we? I was like, yo, they're not that great. They're my kid. You know, I know them. I was like, y'all don't know. They're
I will
nice
adopt
now.
them.
They're nice now. But yeah, no, it was cool. We had a great time. Yeah. Just happy everybody got to meet you. You know, like really meet you and sit down and talk. And you missed the rest of the festivities.
I heard that y'all were up till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like we were playing games and like it was nuts. Yeah. But it was a good time had by everybody.
Fine. Yes, no, I had a lot of fun.
So New Year's was a real mellow.
Yeah.
You know, normally we do something for New Year's. Yeah. This year I was just kind of like my god sister was in town and it was just kind of like I'm not really interested in going out kind of thing. Yeah. So just a couple of girlfriends just hit me up like, what are you doing? I'm staying home. I'm coming over. I was like, okay. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm staying home. I'm coming over. Okay. That's how that happened. Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, let's party or anything. I legit was like, I'm staying home. My god sister was like, cool. Yeah. I mean, I literally was in bed like by 1 o'clock after the countdown.
See, I didn't even last that long.
See?
I was in bed by 10, and then I woke up that morning, I saw your text, Happy New Year.
Yeah, well, because, you know, that's my thing. At 12 o'clock, if I'm awake, I'm texting everybody, Happy New Year.
And then I texted our other friend, like, a day, or she texted me a day later, because I literally forgot it was a New Year. I'm like, listen, I'm just trying it.
I know. I text everybody, and then everybody texted me like day later.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all is whack.
I know. It's bad. People busy.
It's not even that. I just think it was a new decade, a new era. I think people's energy and vibe was very different.
Energy is
it was very different. I think it's just a lot
happening.
A lot happening in the world around us. Just I think the reality is now, if you really think about it, we are in our roaring 20s. Like, if you think about it,
true.
You know, in the 1900s, 1920s, that was a very big deal. You know, 100 years ago, it changed a lot in the world. So here we are in 2020. You think about it. Yeah. You know, that's a very big kind of different vibe and a different thing. So I think people are just kind of like, where do we go next? We're not. It's kind of like you're not a teenager anymore, but you're not quite that adult yet. Yeah. You still have a whole year before you turn 21. So you really kind of like in that limbo of like, where do I go? What do I do? And I think that the country's in that, especially with just the president that we got, you know, economics, just a lot. So, you know, that's a good segue to like, let's get into some. No, wait, beforehand, anything else? I don't want to take away from you and what you.
No, just been busy. I'm on deadline. You know, I have my book's coming out. I have my next book coming out on the 15th, and then another in April. So I'm just trying to get as many books done. And then I'm working on a graphic novel, hopefully soon from my web series, and so I have it in a festival. So I have a lot going on.
It's just a lot.
It's so much going on, which is I love.
I know it's good. I felt like I'm so tired.
Yes.
I felt I hustled so hard in 2019, last year, that this year going into this year, I was like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
that's like legit.
I'm going to take vacations this year. I got my passport. It's like I got to take vacations.
I don't even want to take a vacation. I just want to lay in bed and just not do shit. I mean, I haven't even been on social media. Like I've been real silent.
That's true. You haven't been sending me shit at 2 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. I've been so silent. Yeah, I know. I'll be sending you all kinds of shit. I've been so silent. And it's just like, I think my body and my brain just needs a break.
Yeah.
Even though I got a bunch of stuff coming up and I'm just moving in silence. But eventually it's all going to come out and do whatever. But I just was like, I think that's just the whole vibe. All my friends, everybody I talk to, we're all in the same kind of vibe. So
it's a big shift. Well, today we're doing
hot topics.
Hot topics. It's gonna be a 2-parter, so you guys already know. We don't want to hear it. Yes, it's gonna be broken up. It is what it is. So we'll do the first one, take a break, then come back with the next one.
Well, and just in one, it's gonna take us a whole bunch just with one damn person. You already know.
I know. So that's how we're gonna start off with that one now, because I know how you are.
You know how you do.
Because knowing you, it'll be a whole day of talking about just him. So. Iran, our president.
No, your president.
Our president, unfortunately. Get your take on it, because I'm still like kind of trying to really figure out why this is happening. Because I've been hearing mixed signals. I heard that they had attacked one of our military bases first, and then he retaliated. And then I heard from someone else, no, he started all of this. And so I'm just like, you don't know who to believe. But at the same time, it's like, I want to make sure, our military men, our women, everybody is safe. Also, I just want to be like, why can't we, as human beings, sit down and talk and just have diplomacy? You stay in your area, I stay in my area. I'm going to leave you alone. You go leave me alone. We go just live our lives. You got what you got over there. I got what I got over here. And we go just stay in our countries, whatever. And just, you ain't even got to talk to me. Just like you getting divorced. You ain't got to talk to each other. Just leave each other alone. Why do you have to? Because you go, at the end of the day, they both, as presidents or whoever, go be all right. It's the people in the middle, our military men and women, they're going to be affected, and the families, So it's like, why can't y'all just shut up, sit down, and just stop?
Okay, I got answers to all of those.
Okay, go ahead.
What I believe are my theories. Okay, one. The truth of the matter is we don't know the truth how this really started, okay? Because we don't, if let's first say they did bomb our military and did all of this, why didn't we know about this before he went in and did this? That's number one. Okay? The way I look at it is that as a country, you work for us, we don't work for you. We put, people put you into that position. Our tax dollars pay for your position and what you're doing. So I have a couple of problems with the way our government is run anyways. But, when it comes to war and things like that, I really have a problem when they're not asking us, the people whose children and wives and husbands are the ones going to war. We have a bunch of people up in office making decisions and not really including because their families aren't affected. Okay,
that's true.
Their families aren't affected, so that's another thing. Okay, I've heard some things too. I've heard that they found new oil in Iran and in these countries. So, as they say, who controls the oil controls the world, right? So, with this leader. Or this, Iran's military, the guy who there is a couple of things I've been watching. The disconnect.
Yes.
The United States is making this man into like the worst man possible.
Yes.
Like, a dictator. He's killing. He's doing all of this. Okay. So if he's been this man, why just right now am I ever hearing this man's name after he died? We've heard of Bin Laden. We heard about Saddam Hussein. Yeah. We heard about this all the time. So when shit went down, we weren't surprised. And we were like, okay, so we did get a bad guy. Yeah. Like, or in our eyes, what we believe as a country is a bad person.
Yes.
Okay. Because in their eyes, we're a bad country and we got bad guys too. So it goes in both ways. But, that's where I'm kind of going, things that make you go, there's more to this. So, oil. So when you have a general who is high ranking, who is a fighter, this is from what I understand, this man was a fighter. Not only was he fighting against ISIS, but he was also protecting and fighting for his country. I'm having a really hard time believing that a country, okay, that we have not everybody is a 45, our president lover here in the United States.
Of course.
But it's seen. You see people say, no, he's a bad guy. And then you see people, oh, no, he's this. So we have both sides. I still haven't seen people talk about this man when they go to this country, talk about this man in a way that he was like they did about Bin Laden or Hassan, who said, I don't see it. Maybe it's just the way media puts it or whatever and whatnot. But when you have like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people hitting the streets, crying, saying, how could you? Why would you? About something that doesn't make sense. But it does make sense that you want to kill the person that is the head honcho. What do you do? It's like a snake. What do you do to control? You have to cut off the snake's head, right? Because if this man is the leader and can control and has the way he's not just going to allow the United States or anybody to come into his country, take oil, take money, and do things that need to be done. From what I understand, as far as if it's oil,
but he can always be replaced, though. That's the thing about it. So even if they got rid of him, they can still put someone in place.
They still could
to where they still can't get the oil if that's what they want.
Exactly. But when you kill off the head honcho. It's harder to get somebody who's in that same position and category as that person. They rise there for a reason. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're there for a certain reason. They might have a qualification, something that we don't know about. That's like when you talk about somebody in a drug cartel, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you kill the main drug dealer, the cartel dealer, shit goes to the ground because that's the head.
Yeah.
Now you got all these people fighting. You have all these things going on trying to get in that
position. Could be a distraction.
Absolutely. That was my third one. Distraction to what? Him being impeached, right? So he doesn't want to go down in history as the worst president ever and being impeached. Now, what happens if you go to war, you cannot impeach a president when you're in war. It's a time of conflict, right? So Trevor Noah, on the Daily Show, he did the most amazing piece on it. He was talking about, why, Iran, whatever, and this and that. And then about in 2011, 45 sat there and talked about Obama and said that Obama was going to go to war with Iran because he doesn't know how to negotiate and because he wants to win, wants to get votes for the next election.
Yeah.
Everything he just said is exactly what he just did.
A mess.
Okay? So now everybody's up in arms and upset that there's a possibility of war. Well,
I'm one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We're all upset. But here's the thing. You can't, I said we can't be mad. The reality is we cannot be mad because we put the country put this man in office. You put a man who does not know shit about politics, based it on a stupid TV show that you think he's a good negotiator and a good businessman. And the evidence is showing you he is not.
Yeah.
So it's like you go, that's like me deciding I watch Grey's Anatomy and Dr. McSteamy or Dr. McDreamy all of a sudden decides he wants to be a doctor just based off of TV. And I'm just going to assume he's a good ass doctor. And then he operates on me and botches the fuck out of me. And then I'm mad. Well, bitch, I can't be mad. You put that, your assumption is the man knows how to do that job based off of a TV show. And that's basically what this country did, was put a man in power based on a TV show, not based on facts.
That's true.
His facts are his facts because he is delusional and he has his own idea of who he is. It's not the reality of who he is. So I'm the best of everything. You should be, when anybody ever tells you I know it all and I'm the best, you need to run.
Yeah.
Because what is that telling you? They don't listen.
Yeah.
They're not willing to listen and they give zero fucks about nothing or no one because it's all about themselves.
That's true.
Unfortunately, now, who knows? We poked the bear. Now, this is my concern is like, okay, out of all the countries we're going to war with, have you noticed that we quit doing those kinds of wars with, Iran, all these other areas because of the fact that the country is very passionate about their beliefs and what they think is right and wrong. So when you have a country full of passionate people that believe in what they believe and will do whatever it takes for their beliefs, that's a problem. That's a problem because that means now they have no disregard for anybody else except for their belief. And right now, I was watching on CNN, I think it was CNN, somebody, a young man, a man maybe in his 30s, maybe early 40s, was crying and was saying, why would they do this to us?
I saw that.
Right? We love Americans, but we hate your president.
Yeah.
Right?
I saw that.
Yeah. That's a good question. Why would you do this? Why? That's a good question. So now, because of one person, the whole country has to pay. Because at the end of the day, he's not going to pay. Oh
Exactly.
It's us.
And it
our
may
children.
not be. And it may not be today. It may not be tomorrow.
That's what they said. One of the oh God, I can't remember.
It's go calm.
Yeah, but one of them was talking, and he was talking about the consequences of this presidential candidate's action. This president's actions. Yeah. They said we are patient people.
Yeah.
We will wait for the right time and opportunity when you least expect it.
There we go.
Okay? So when that shit happens, it might not be, like you said, it could go down and everybody's like, oh, cool. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 3 months from now.
Yeah.
We do not know. Because at the end of the day, and then what are we going to do? They declared war on us. So no. This is payback for the shit you did. So now what? Our children, boys are what draft? Are we? They're already somewhere in Kenya already. They got a military base and
attacked. Yeah.
So is it going to be all around the world where every United States citizen is at?
They just shot down the plane with Ukraine.
Yes, they were with Canada. They're claiming they didn't do it. They're claiming they didn't do that. That wasn't them because so I don't know. That's kind of like a weird thingy because I know they're quick to claim shit. We did shit.
Yeah.
They're quick to be like it was us. And it was a bunch of, and that's the thing. A bunch of the passengers were Iranian.
Yeah, that's true. Iranian, Ukraine, and Canadians.
And Canadians. Why? Because Canada, unlike us, the United States, is open and allowing people from other countries to go. So we're talking about people that are being engineers. These were very well-educated people on the plane. Going through the Prime Minister of Canada is just, saddened and everything else. But this is a reflection and this is an effect
of his actions.
What one man's actions representing a country now is affecting other countries. Now, do we really have allies? Let's keep that 100 now.
After this, I don't know. Who would want to be standing alongside us while this man does what he does?
A lot of countries are looking at us like, even good old Russia.
Ooh. No.
Listen, y'all need to pay attention and listen because even Russia's kind of like, hey.
Y'all doing too much.
Exactly. You're doing too much now. You can't poke the bear, and when the bear strikes back, you can't be mad when it rips your head off.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Well, again, it ain't his kids going. It ain't him going. It ain't nobody of his, no one of his caliber. And then the fact that you're fighting for what? Why are we fighting? What is the war about? Are you going to say about okay, so when, how, who, what? Yeah. What was the cause of it? Why would Iran strike us first? What happened? It's like a kid saying, well, he pushed me. Well, what did you do to make him push you? What did you say?
And did he include the House and the Senate
which is mind-boggling.
I did see that they just passed, the House passed a resolution that he can't do anything. Well, they took like a little bit of his power away. But like, actually, our team, Kyle, was telling me that, he just can veto it. Because if the House and the Senate pass it, he can always veto whatever decision that they make.
Which is crazy.
So it's like the amount of power that he has and no one is really standing up and saying, like, enough is enough. That's crazy.
Well, enough is enough when the war starts coming here.
Yeah.
Enough is enough when...
Well, we don't even know if they're not already here.
Well, listen.
It can be some people.
You can't keep going to people's houses and destroying people's houses and expecting nobody to come and throw, come and throw rocks and do shit at your house.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's
gonna implode. But I feel like, I feel like it's a distraction from something, and it's just one of those things where I think we as Americans really need to be diligent and really look into what the people that we vote and put in office are doing. Because I know one of the things that was floating around, one of the bills was floating around was abortion rights, overturning Roe and Wade.
Yeah, girl.
And it was a senator, I believe a Democrat senator, voted with Republicans to bring up Roe versus Wade and try and repeal it. Mm-hmm. So it's just one of those things where all this is happening over here, all the major stuff, which is on the news.
Well, but then we got these bills. These are all major distractions.
Yeah.
These are all major distractions to the shit that's really going on. They're overturning stuff, fighting law. Like, this is all major distractions for what they're doing underneath and, being sneaky. Now, everybody always wants to say, all the problems we have, like all of this is because Obama and this
the Iranian deal and all that.
Yeah, and then this president has to go and clean it up. No, mofo's, really, like, I hate the ignorance. Like, really.
Well, some people are blaming Obama for this.
Girl, I know. Listen, anything that goes wrong, they always want to blame the black man. That's just the nature of the beast. No matter what, I'm not saying saying he didn't have his faults, because he's human and he had some faults and he wasn't, not every, but really?
Yeah.
So the man hasn't been enough, and now everything wrong in this country is his fault. Well, if he was such a bad fucking president, we wouldn't have we didn't go to war for 8 fucking years.
Yeah, that's true.
He pulled out troops. He was making peace. He was like, dude, let's try to be
that's the role of the president, is to keep us safe.
Absolutely.
That's the first rule of being a president, is to keep the citizens safe.
We got Bush all over again.
Yeah. Well, he's worse than Bush.
Girl, of course. I know that.
I'd rather have Bush back.
I know. And Bush is doing a real nice happy dance, like, mofo, keep it going.
Y'all wish y'all had me back.
Exactly. Y'all talked about me. But I'm saying in the sense, like, now what? We're going to go to war again. We were in peace. We were, it was kind of like it was a good time. People were spending money. Things. Now we're talking about economic crisis.
I heard Macy's is closing.
Yeah.
Sears.
Here's the thing. Like, who said it? Tupac said it the best. We got money for wars, but we can't feed the poor. This man even tweeted, we got the best of the best and spent trillions of dollars on equipment. But
cutting food stamps. All right.
Okay. I can't.
All right.
I'm like, okay, listen.
All right.
This is the thing. We got food stamps, homelessness.
Oh, hello.
Girl.
That lets us know part 1 is...
Oh, man.
The shade.
And welcome back. And welcome back.
Yes, it never ends. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we will come back with part 2.
Thanks for listening. Take a little time to enjoy your brand of Moscato and Tea with us every day. Subscribe, rate, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and MoscatoandTea.com.